What's up, it's your boy Jones N Mann, and I ain't with Jones and on Zackariah Harris. Alright, so this is Bottom Shelf Beauty, Zackariah Harris. This is a back in the vault bottle. I say that because I haven't cracked this bottle, but I bought this bottle a couple of years back. So that was one thing. And I kind of wanted to name my son Zackariah for a minute. I like the name. We didn't go with Zackariah, by the way. So, but this is Zackariah Harris. The third thing that, or I don't know what order. Maybe I started with order. But the other thing that stood out to me is this bottle was like $10, $9.99. It is distilled, aged, and bottled by Glenmore Distillery in Louisville, Kentucky. It's 80 proof, and it says that it's just made where bourbon is an art form where generations respect the hard work and time-honored traditions that make it America's most treasured spirit. Rich, smooth, delicious. Zackariah Harris is a classic Kentucky bourbon. Now, I saw a couple of things that said it was a 3-year age statement, but I don't see 3 years anywhere on this bottle. So it could be now it's 3 years. Or I don't know. I don't. This particular bottle, I don't know. So let's do what we do. It is a twist top. We gonna pour us a neat pour. And because it's 80, we're going to pour us one on the rocks, but we don't have to pour it on there and let it sit because 80 is going to be pretty easy. Nice color. Smells like, could say a Buffalo Trace of sorts. Because that is for sure Kentucky whiskey. Kentucky bourbon. A little oak. A little sweetness. Let's go in for a taste. Click them and drink them. Okay. Very thin. And although it doesn't look thin on that glass, like, can you see them legs on that tearing? Thin as in it is not. It's maybe thin's not the right word. Light. I guess that's the 80 proof. Maybe a little bit of black pepper around the tongue. Honey. Sweetness to it. Not a ton of oak or wood. I mean, there's some barrel aging that you kind of taste in there. Wow. That's super duper easy to drink. Super duper easy to drink. Put it on ice cube. See what she tastes like. That super dilutes it, man. No burn at all. No spice at all. If you wanted an easy shooter of whiskey, bam. So I used to say all the time, a easy introduction to whiskey is always Basil Hayden. It comes in at 80 proof. It has the notes and characteristics of whiskey. And then especially for someone who's never tried whiskey before, and that gives them an opportunity to kind of taste the flavors without being bombarded by proof. This is even lighter than a Basil Hayden, in my opinion. And I don't know if I would send people to this for that aspect because it doesn't really have as much of the oak and woodsiness. It is very light and approachable from that aspect, but I think I would like more of the typical bourbon notes. Nose, spot on, but taste is a little lacking. I gotta say, it's super easy to drink though. Yeah, and at $10. What would you expect, though? You could tell that this is. Oh, it does say right here on the bottle, aged at least 36 months. So yeah, I would have expected more oak out of it from that aspect, but nah. I have nothing great to say about it other than it's $10. I have nothing great to say from a like, wow, man, that is delicious. No. But I also have nothing bad to say about it. And the fact that it's approachable, it's easy to drink, it is very straight through, and it's $10. And it'll get you drunk. I guess I gotta give this a 3. You know? If you are let's do it this way. If you're not a big whiskey drinker, I'd definitely give it a 3, maybe a 3.5. Because it's super easy to drink. I think it's going to be very approachable whether you're drinking it neat. In a cocktail, it'll get lost in a cocktail. So if you don't want that whiskey flavor in your cocktail, bam! If you are a veteran whiskey drinker, if you're already like everything has to be a certain proof, stay far away from this. This would be a 0 or 1 for you. Because 1, it's not any bold flavor. 2, it's not any proof. It tastes kind of like whiskey and it's cheap. Those are the only redeeming factors in that. Where I am in my journey, I doubt I'd buy another bottle. I think there'd be some things that I like a little bit better. I am going to keep this bottle around as a gateway to get some people who say they don't like whiskey at all, to get them into drinking whiskey. Because I think this is sweet enough. And when I say sweet, it's not American honey sweet at all. But it's got a sweet note in there that's just super. Like, if you've ever had whiskey and you say, well, man, I don't really taste any sweetness in the whiskey. This is one where you would be able to taste the sweetness in, for sure. Zackariah Harris, I'm going to say 3 for my palate. 3.5 for a novice. And not at all for a seasoned whiskey drinker. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTokers. This has been your boy Jones N Mann, team tagging with Zackariah Harris. And I'll see you next time.